Welcome to another episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill-Staxx, and today I got L.A. Blue. He's going to call in. He's locked up in a correctional facility in Ohio. He's been locked up for 28 years, and he's going to call in tonight, and maybe he could tell us some stories about being in there, some things he had to deal with. So what's going on with everybody tonight? Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. What's good, everybody? So I got L.A. Blue is going to call in. He's going to call in about 1 minute. It's going to be a good one. So stick around. This is L.A. Blue right here. And he's going to explain some of the things that he does in the prison to help some of the younger people. What's up, Richard? How you doing, sis? Make sure you guys check this out. It's going to be a good one, Jimmy. How you doing, bro? I got L.A. Blue calling in from Ohio prison. He's been locked up for 28 years. He's a Crip out of L.A. And he's going to be calling me in about 1 minute. And he's going to explain what led him to go to prison. And he's going to tell me some stories about since he's been in there. So he's been in there for 28 years. He gets out in 3 more years. And he's got some really good stories. So make sure you guys hit the like button. I got a lot of interviews that are going to be dropping like this. What's good, Gianni? How you doing, bro? He's in prison right now. He's got 3 years left.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
Here he is.
an inmate at the Ross Correctional Institution. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, your current balance is $16.09. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
I said, damn.
Hey, Blue, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you feeling?
I'm chilling, man.
What's going on?
So,
All good.
I'm live. Yeah, I'm live right now. So, do you want to explain to the people what brought you to prison?
You said explain to them. We're live right now, or do what?
Yeah, you're live right now. Do you want to explain to the people what brought you to prison?
What brought me to prison?
Yeah.
Being loyal, running the streets. You know, like I said, I'm a firm believer that blood will make you family. I said blood makes you related. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're blood, we're related. But loyalty will make me family. Like, my blood family didn't even do for me what I was searching for and what the streets did. Like, still some to this day, to an extent. And with that being said, my loyalty in my neighborhood where I'm originally from, 59th Hoover, you know what I'm saying, 59 Gangster Crip, you know what I'm saying, I ran the streets. I was loyal to gangbanger and my loyalty. So if one goes, we all goes. So it started with that. And I got tried as an adult, as a juvenile. I was 15 years old. But the streets and my uncles and family that did love me moved me to the state of Ohio. And they wanted me, you know what I'm saying, it was like, you're going to go here. You're going to stop gaming. You're going to get up out of here. And in 91.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
In March of 1993, March, I got charged with a daughter, 15 years old. I had I want to say it was 28 felonies when I was 15 years old. I ended up copping out to 15 to 50, which overall got turned into an age of 25 on a plea bargain. And I was 15 years old. And I came to the adult penitentiary at 15 years old. Yeah.
So you were around all the adults when you're 15, right? They didn't separate you. Did they?
See, now they got programs where juveniles can stay till they're 21. But when I came down, I got charged out in 90, in 93, in 95, I walked through the door. And I was one of the youngest kids in the maximum prison at Lucasville, Ohio, Southern Ohio Correctional Facility, which is Lucasville. I was one of the I think I was the second or third youngest kid to go through there with maximum murderers, rapists, real live killers. You name it, I was there at 128 pounds, soaking wet.
So what are some of the type of things you've seen since you've been in prison? What are some of the types of things you've seen?
What have I seen since I've been in prison?
Yeah, like what are some of the situations that maybe stand out in your mind?
Oh shit, what haven't I seen? As far as I've seen people do good. As far as bad, where you don't want to come to prison. Getting beat with fan motors, stabbed with shanks, real knives, metal knives, wooden knives. Getting beat with bocce balls and blades off of lawnmowers. People getting raped and beat up multiple times and getting extorted and having to pay and like it's not a game. Like if that's what you're asking, it's definitely not a game. It's not fun.
What about with the guards? Like what's some of the stuff you've seen with the guards from you looking at the guards, like with the corruption and stuff like that over the years that you've been there? I know you've been there 28 years, so I know you've seen a lot.
Like I said, I've been home twice, but I got 28 in total. It'll be 30 altogether. Like I said, I just turned a 6-month PV in to 12 years. I turned a 6 month. I got sentenced to a 6-month bid for a PV, and it just turned into 12 years. Like you said, what have I seen from corruption from COs? As far as what do they do? You got a lot of racists. Everywhere you go, like there's COs that will set you up if you won't snitch for.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
They'll put knives in your cell, or they'll find drugs, or they might bring drugs in their cell, or find drugs in another inmate's cell and set you up and keep them to set other inmates up because you won't be no snitch, no police form. They might beat you up or put you in a hole, like for investigation, or act like you try to do something to them and mace you or beat you with billy clubs and then stomp you out, like come in your room early in the morning or middle of the night, like you're going on a round trip, just get the beating on you and punch you and knock your teeth out. I mean, there's not too much I haven't seen. So, like, you would have to be specific because I've seen it all over the time of, my whole life being incarcerated. There's not too much I haven't seen.
Yeah. Jimmy Calandra asked a question. He said, ask him about losing his freedom. Ask him if he's in a relationship outside, and ask him if he misses a woman.
Do I miss my freedom? Of course I miss my freedom. I just had 2 deaths. I had 2 cousins die about October 5th and October 11th that just passed. I had 2 cousins, and one cousin died from cancer, and the other cousin died from heartache and pain. Then I had a homie that was like a brother, one of my locs. just got murdered. He's been shot 2 different times. Wasn't never supposed to walk again. He started to walk again. He was in a wheelchair, but he was learning how to walk again. He came home one day because of his past, from bodies that he's done beat and stuff, and they ran up in his house in Toledo, Ohio. They was waiting for him, killed him in his house. They was waiting inside. So when he came in, they killed him. I just had a homie getting shot at the other day who just went home and has been doing good. He ain't even been home a year. As far as a girl, I have, people jumping in and out. It's like, visits become faceless, meaning you might get a visit for the first 6 months or the first 2 years. You might not hear it from nobody for 5 or 10 years. Like the girl I got now, she's been riding with me for 5 years, and she's been loyal to me, and people have been trying to take her from me, even her own family and people in the streets, because she's never been with me physically. Like, she's came to prison to see me, but she's jumped in my car for the past 5 years. Without her, I wouldn't even know where I'd be right now.
Yeah.
She's been keeping me in tune with all of my family, with my kids, my grandkids, helping me get with the courts to get custody of my kid, my lawyers, classifications, calling prisons when they're taking all my stuff from me when I was in maximum prisons, trying to take my stuff from me, trying to threaten to beat me up, threatening to kill me, threatening to do something to other inmates. She's like an advocate. She's done a lot. So, like, as far as how do you feel about the streets, I miss home. This is going to be the first time I've actually been a free man on April 9th of 2023 when I walk out them front gates. This will be the first time I've never had an answer to a probation officer, whether it's juvenile or adult, since the age of 11 years old.
So what's your plan when you get out of prison? What's going to be your plan? Like, what's going to be your first moves? Like getting a job, like what's going to be your first moves you make on the street?
As far as a job, I have a company that's give me pretty $18 off an hour. They're working legit. I got a couple people with a job. I also know how to go back to college. I need 1.5 semesters to get a bachelor's associates. They stop letting as they call us, inmates or convicts, get a better education. Why not let us get our bachelor's and associates no more? I only need 1.5 semesters to get that. I know how to, I love to cook, so I was thinking about maybe getting a truck, you know what I'm saying, or get a little restaurant, or, I know how to do roofing and sidewall and carpentry. I took a lot of trades. I got over 100 certificates. I've got several vocational trades as well. So like I'm ready. I actually know that this time there's no coming back, and I got jobs lined up. And what gets me the most is my children. Like I got a son in Little Rock that just turned 13, who said, "Hey, Dad, I respect you. The streets respect you. But when you gonna hang up that flag, Dad?"
Yeah.
He said, "Dad, we tired. We tired of you calling," and they're saying 60 seconds remaining.
I know.
We're tired of worried about if you're gonna get killed or if you're gonna be loyal and someone messes with one of your.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
Dad, are you gonna hang up the flag? Are you gonna walk a straight line? Just come here and be a dad, and then my children just like, look, you could be a father to us. You've been our friend, but you've been our father financially by doing wrong in prison, and we respect you, but we'd rather have you here physically in front of us than behind the walls, and you can help raise your grandkids, and we're helping you raise our children, which is your grandkids, like we would want you to raise us. So, that's like a low blow. So all that gangster stuff goes out of the window, man.
Yeah.
Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like it's a time to grow up. It's a time for reality. Like, you can't play both sides. In fact, you can't be trying to do this 1 second and then, okay, I was against. It's nothing for me to pick up a bag of drugs or to pick up a gun and do a drive-by or kill somebody or stab somebody. I've done that. I've seen it. I've done it. I've lived it. I paid the price for it. Now it's the time to give back and try to help the new youth that's coming up, that's thinking that they're gang banging in this diluted, watered down mystery that they think is real nowadays, that it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm living proof. Like, you know what I'm saying? Been shot up, been stabbed, been pistol whipped, been in comas. Like this shit ain't where it's at. It's not worth it.
Definitely.
You know
like Jimmy Calandra said, you can't get that time back.
No, you can't get none of that time back. You can't get none of that time back. Like, I currently, the cell I'm in right now, my cousin is fighting for his freedom as a juvenile. And, you know, he got 30 years straight in. You know what I'm saying? I just got moved in the cell with my cousin. He's been down 30 years straight. He goes to the parole board next year. We're hoping that they give him a parole. You know, so like this shit is real life, man. This ain't no game. You know, this is the real deal.
Yo, I know the phone's gonna hang up. It's up to you if you want to call back. If you want to call back, it's up to you, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna try back in with you guys.
All right, man. I'll be here.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, bro.
1 minute remaining.
He'll be right back, people.
Thank you for using GTL.
I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So, how you guys feel about that one, man? He's gonna call back and he's gonna explain a little more about, you know, I'm gonna ask him that question that Jimmy asked. What's his daily routine like? And I want to know a couple more things. I want to know he's gonna call back. It's gonna be 1 minute. So they did that with me too, man. Changed my last name because they didn't want me to have the reputation of my father. It's crazy. People are blasting their gangbanging all over social media. That's right, man. I don't know how they do that, but thank you, man. Thank you, Boston J. Appreciate you, man. That's a minute.
Hello, this is a prepaid call from
Here we go.
an inmate at the Ross Correctional Institution. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse, your current balance is $15.79. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Yo, what's up, man?
Yeah, it's me. You know Anton is?
Oh,
The movie Antoine Fisher.
yeah, yep.
You know, sometimes there's been times when you feel like that when you're in here. If you're a real individual.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The maximum spot, the level 4, level 5, Lucasville, down in the Southern Ohio Correctional. When you're down there with a lot of them, no disrespect to anyone who's Caucasian, because I'm mixed myself. But and even if you're Caucasian, if you mess with anyone outside of your own race, they'll treat you just as bad as me. When I say respectfully, I've heard the word nigger and boy or monkey so much, I thought I was in that movie.
Really?
For people who think that it's not racism going on behind these walls still, it goes on more than you would possibly believe. The corruption.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded.
He's in the
and
Ross
monitored.
Correctional Center, right? You're in Ross, right? What level security are you?
Right now, I'm a level 3. I'm a level 3 security. I'm in Ross Correctional right now. That's a level 3.
And you have to step down,
I
right?
just got here a couple. Yeah, Lucasville was a level 4, and one little area was a level 5. Maximum level 4, level 5. Right now, I'm in a level 3, and I've been here for probably about 5.5 months. But I was waiting to leave Lucasville because of the COVID thing they had. There was a lot of people out. I was classed for 6 months and 2.5 weeks. I was a level 3 security. So by the time I got here, I got 4.5 months. February, the month of February, you know, Allah, by the grace of Allah, by the grace of God, they drop me and it goes through. I go up in February to get dropped again to a level 2, but they don't have to drop you because they got a new point system. It's just a recommendation. Like, I've been out of trouble now. Level 4 to level 3, it looks good. You understand what I'm saying? So when I go up in February, my caseworker could say, yeah, I recommend you to go to a level 2, which would be like a dormitory. Like you get freedom, like you're out all day. You don't come out just 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know, 1 hour and then 3 hours. You're in a dorm with like 100 some people on one side, 100 something, like 3 rows, all dorms, bunk beds, wide open. When count kids, you walk the yard, go to the gym, go to the library, go to school, go, you know what I'm saying? It's freedom. It's like one step away from the streets, actually. You understand what I'm saying? So to get that is a big step.
How high up in the ranks did you reach into the Crip organization when you were full force into it?
Seeing, or let me see, because I'm online, so y'all might understand that talk. I said seeing. As y'all would say being, I say seeing as it is, but being, y'all say OG, but seeing the set, as far as being the set that I am, we say big homies, but we don't say too much with O's. So, like, the big dog, OG, big homie, you know, however you look at it like that. The top dog, the head honcho. You understand?
Yeah. You don't gotta explain too much more to me, man.
Like, I mean, y'all asking the questions, I'm telling y'all that. Pretty much, like, my OG's still alive, so there's only one person that could actually tell me what to do. Other than I'm next in command. I mean, that's what it is. I can't get in trouble because the feds know about it. I'm in the books. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
and
pass the reins down. I'm trying to do what's right.
I want you to talk a little bit about about what you're trying to do with bringing the organizations together, the Bloods, the Crips, and trying to bring peace to all of the chaoticness.
From an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
Did you hear me?
No, I didn't hear you. The phone was going out. Say that one more time, sir.
I want you to talk about the organization that you are putting together, bringing peace to the Bloods and the Crips, you know, with the bandanas and all that. tied together.
Are you
Remember we
talking
talked?
about the Black Lives Matter movement?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, the one you
Yeah,
were
the
speaking
Black
on.
Lives Matter movement. Yeah, I actually got invited to it. My brother, who is from Jersey, well, he's my Muslim brother, who that you talked to, that got the book out from the cell block, from the sandbox to the cell block that was was never supposed to see the light of day again, and got his case overturned after doing 22 years in prison, five years of it in the hole. Joseph P. Lagan got a book out. Y'all, everyone needs to check it out.
Go check out this book.
Called From the Sandbox to the.
I pulled.
The name is Joseph P. Lagan.
Yeah, I pulled it up and put a picture of it on the screen so they could see it.
Yeah, y'all need to check it out. There's a story in there about him being, as we call it, aided and assisted by one of his own ops, which at that time, if I'm a Crip, which I am, and he's a Blood, we're oppositions, which you would never think. But, and he was a Muslim, and he came into the ding, so we also had that in the order. So all that gang banging went out the window, but he had a problem when some of his own turned his back on him. And you'll see the story in the book to where he's saying someone aided and assisted him. And as we call them, shanks, hawks, knives,
Yeah.
And he went and did what he did. He caught a couple more years for it, though. It's in the book. So it's nothing that, can't be talked about. And you know this, Mr. Staxx. You've had a conversation with him yourself.
Yeah.
And read about the book, and he told you. So, like I said, they got a movement. We got Bloods and Crips from all over Houston, all over California, not just LA, Arizona, Houston. There's Crips all over, Bloods all over. We got a lot of support, politicians, big hats, as y'all call them, millionaires, people that want part of it because they know that this is serious, real life, OGs, hood captains, big homies that's coming together, and we tying the knot, the blue and red flag together with the fist raised, and it says Black Lives Matter, prison reform. We're reaching out to not only just prisoners, but also youth that's on the streets, to try to avoid them from coming, or from prisoners that's coming home to try to keep them from going back, and that's willing to give back.
Yeah.
And we only speak on facts. We don't speak on fiction. We speak on facts, and we also show and prove. You can look us up. Names is in books. You're talking about real live people, not people who just talking, people who actually lived it. Medical records, police records, this is the real deal. It's time for change. It's too much corruption from cops, killing minorities, and the world's like, I hate to say this loud, but it's fucked up. Like we need to take society back as a whole.
Definitely is, man.
The only way we could do that is everyone come together as one. At the end of the day, I stand on Black Lives Matter. But at the end of the day, all lives matter for those who are not racist. Because anyone can be racist. But it's just showing.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
But that's not what's happening.
So, Blue, Richard wants to know, is Blue going to try to get a re-entry program to help him?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Blue,
The phone reception.
Richard wants to know if you're going to get a re-entry program to help you fit back into society.
They actually, if they give it to me, yeah. But I think, like they have re-entry programs, but with me maxing out of prison, me being actually terminated, not being on parole or probation, me actually just like they can no longer. I actually get all my time EDS. You could go to programs, but you have to find on yourself. Like they'll give you pamphlets, like upon your release, like 90 days before you go or 60 days before you go, like you can go here. This is who hires felons. This is how you can get Social Security. This is how you get EBT, whatever, it's like food stamp paper or cards now. You could get help, medical help, and they got a lot of stuff out there, re-entry programs and stuff for people that can help them. Me, like I was thinking about going back to college, getting grants and loans, go to college, or coming up with blueprints, start my own little landscape and construction, or just doing something with like a truck or something. Like I got a lot of options, but I just want to get used to society, like take a couple months to myself to, so as we say, playing catch up. If you try to play catch up too fast,
yeah,
it's not good. So, and me being gone so long and so much different, and even though we watch the news and we get a lot of stuff in the joint, and you know how it goes. So, but we were still, it's not the same as being on the streets in society, hands on. And I say that to say, the thing that I'm blessed, alhamdulillah, meaning all praise to God, all praise to Allah. The thing that I'm grateful for the most is that I have my kids. From my youngest to my oldest, I have support system. And over the past year and a half, 2 years, while I was in that maximum prison, everyone started coming back in. Thanks to the girl Jennifer that I've been with. You know what I'm saying? She's, she holds me down. That's my best friend. Saying without her, I want to be, probably would still be on a lot of negative shit.
Yeah.
But like I said, she makes sure I stay in contact with my kids, and so your kids can't call you if you're not doing illegal and you ain't got a cell phone and stuff. They text her phone, they JPay me. Hey, Dad, call, sending me videograms. Hey, Dad, we're waiting on you. Hey, Dad, happy holidays. Hey, Dad, you need a cold box, food box. We don't need you to do. We don't want you doing that. You need some commissary. We know you only eat state food. We know you like, So I got a great support system out there, and so for the people who don't, it's good for them to go to halfway houses and stuff like that, because if you don't have a support system, it's going to be so easy for you to fall back into the system. Because all you're going to do is go back to what you know how to do best. Rob, steal, kill, whatever got you here or could possibly think about. You know what I'm saying? And if a person's getting out, without a support system, you don't want to have too much time on your hands. Just like in here, if a person has too much time on their hands, then that's when they get in trouble, because you got too much time on your hands. So you got to stay busy. You got to do a program, or you got to work out, or you got to be on the phone. You got to keep yourself busy, because once you get too much time, then you can go wrong. Like I said again, if it wasn't for my kids and my grandkids, and all my kids' mothers, they respect me, whether they're married or with dudes, in and out of relationships. They lean on my shoulder.
You have 1 minute remaining.
But they all support me. They all tell me they love me. They all talk highly of me to my kids. They're just waiting for me to come home. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like everybody's ready for me.
The phone's about to hang up. Do you want to give a shout out to anybody before it hangs up, man?
Yeah, shout out to all my kids. I love you. David, Nathan, Armani, Jason Years, you know what I'm saying? Jesse, all my grandkids, Cheyenne, 80, Baby J, Jaded, Baby Blue.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
And monitored.
Jennifer,
oh, shit.
Brandy, Jayleen, everybody.
Thank you for using.
There it is. I'll call you back. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was L.A. Blue. He's locked up in Ohio. He's been in there for 28 years. He has 3 years left on his sentence. He'll be out in the year 2023. I think 2 years left on his sentence. April 2023. But if you guys want to write him or you want to throw a couple dollars his way. I'm going to put his information in the description below. Thank you guys for your support. I'm going to be doing these on different people as I go along, and I'm going to be having different guests coming on, one every 2 weeks probably, or every week. It's going to be so it'll be like either an actor or an ex-mob guy or something. I'll have that at least once a week or twice a week. I mean, once a week or once every 2 weeks. And yeah, 15 months left. He's got a long list. Yeah, he does. Where am I at in this conversation? I don't know. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Boston J, man. Everyone. Thank you, bro. I'm definitely going to bring you best content I can. And thank you guys for rocking with me. I'll be back soon. And I got a lot of stuff to bring you. I got a lot of good people that are going to be dropping in with me. So stay tuned. It's only going to get better from here. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.